Quarantine seance gone wrong. To break the monotony of quarantine days, 6 friends began meeting frequently via Zoom. Emma, Jason, Zoe, Chris, Haley, and Tara discussed various topics, played games, and supported each other every evening, trying to add some color to this stagnant period in their lives. One evening, while discussing supernatural phenomena, everyone had a story or heard a tale. Initially indifferent to such topics, Haley then remembered Sarah. Sarah was a childhood friend who made a living as a medium, and Haley trusted her. After some hesitation, Haley suggested to her friends, "Maybe we can have a session with Sarah. What do you think? It could be fun." At first, everyone laughed and made fun of the idea, but then they agreed, thinking it might bring some excitement to their dull days. That evening, Sarah joined the Zoom call. Appearing calm and serious, she got straight to business. "Please take this seriously. If you're ready, we can start," she instructed everyone. The group still tried to find the fun side of it all. As the seance began, Sarah guided them through a meditation to summon a spiritual entity. Although everyone followed the instructions, Jason and Chris kept giggling, disrupting the focus. Ignoring the severity of the situation, the group did not perform the ritual correctly needed to summon the spirit. Suddenly, Sarah's expression changed. "No, this isn't right. We need to send the spirit back immediately," she said anxiously. But just then, Sarah's screen froze, and her connection was lost. The group looked at each other in shock, and strange symbols began appearing on their screens a few seconds later. After the connection was lost, everything changed. Despite being in different houses, group members started experiencing inexplicable events. Doors slamming on their own, electronic devices turning on without reason, and similar incidents unnerved each of them. The first night, Tara heard all the mirrors in her house cracking one by one. Simultaneously, Jason noticed the lights in his house bursting one after another. Emma kept hearing her name whispered throughout the night, even though no one was there. Each of them tried to understand what was happening, but they could find no answers. As days passed, the incidents intensified. Zoe saw shadows moving in her house and felt one approaching her. Chris experienced uncontrollable on and off switching of his electronic devices. The terrified group didn't know what to do. They tried to contact Sarah again, but could not reach her. They were left on their own to figure out how to deal with this spiritual entity. As time progressed, each friend began to be hunted down one by one. First, Chris disappeared during a night filled with strange noises in his house. Then Tara vanished abruptly while alone at home. The remaining friends clung tighter together, trying to find a solution, but time was running out. Eventually, the remaining group members had to accept that what was happening was not a figment of their imagination. Jason declared, "We need to send this spirit back." Sarah knew what to do, but now she's gone. "We have to figure it out ourselves." The next evening, the remaining group members gathered one last time to attempt another ritual. Emma, having found a ritual online, tried to send the spirit back. The lights in their homes flickered and winds started howling as they reached the end of the ritual. Suddenly, everything stopped. When silence fell, Jason, Zoe, and Emma looked at each other and took a deep breath. However, the relief did not last long. The next morning, news came from Emma's house. She was found dead in her bed during the night. As Jason and Zoe tried to make sense of what happened, they felt as though they were in a horror movie. Jason said, "This has to end," and Zoe, in tears, whispered, "Yes, but how?" Jason and Zoe decided to investigate Sarah's disappearance. At her house, they found her diary in her study. The diary explained what to do if a seance is interrupted and connection is lost, along with preparations for potential disasters and developed rituals. Following the instructions in the diary step by step, Jason and Zoe conducted one final ritual. This time, they took great care to do everything correctly. After completing the ritual, they felt a change. The oppressive atmosphere lifted, replaced by a sense of peace. Finally, relieved to have escaped the nightmare, Jason and Zoe hugged each other. However, the scars of the ordeal would always remain as a reminder to them and in memory of their lost friends. This dark adventure taught them a profound lesson about not taking supernatural events lightly and that everything has a price. The survivors now chose to live more cautiously and consciously.